Level 4, Unit 17, subtracting 0 to 19 from numbers up to 25. Unit 17.1, we're subtracting 0 to 15 from numbers up to 18. Let's look at example A. We have 15 minus 0. If we take nothing away, we end off with the same number we started with, which is 15. Example B. What number minus 13 equals 4? Let's work backwards to find our starting number. 4 plus 3 is 7. Then we have the 1 in the tens position, which carries over to give us 17 as our starting number. Unit 17.2, subtracting 3 to 16 from numbers up to 20. Example A, we have 20 minus 16. Well, if we start off with our ones position, we can't take 0 or 6 away from 0. So we have to borrow from the 2, make it a 1. We're going to take that borrowed 10 and make the 0 a 10. Now we can say 10 minus 6, which is 4, and 1 minus 1 is 0, which we do not have to write down. So your answer is 4. Example B. 19 minus what number equals 12? Well, if we look at the ones, we're going from a 9 to a 2. What would we have to take away from 9 to end off with 2? That would be a 7. And then, of course, we're going from 1 to 1, so we don't want to change anything with that. So we're subtracting 7. Unit 17.3, subtracting 5 to 17 from numbers up to 22. Example A. What number minus 5 equals 15? Well, let's work backwards again. If we add together the 5 and the 5, that is 10. But we only put the 0 in the ones position, and it's almost like we're carrying the 1. So now the 1 and the 1 means that we're going to start with the number of 20. Example B, 21 minus 16. If we look at the ones position, we can't take 6 from 1. So here we're going to borrow, make the 2 a 1, and take that borrowed 1 and make the 1 11. 11 minus 6 is now 5. 1 minus 1 is 0, so we end off with an answer of 5. Unit 17.4, subtracting 7 to 18 from numbers up to 24. Example A, what number minus 7 equals 13? Here we can also work backwards. We can take the 13 plus the 7 and see what number we start with. So 7 plus 3 is 10, carry the 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, we started with the number 20. Example B, 24 minus 18. Keep in mind, you can always count as well if you want to. If you wanted to count backwards from 24 to 18 instead of going through all the borrowing, that's fine. But let's work on our borrowing. 8 away from 4, not possible. So we have to borrow, make it a 1. Change the 4 to a 14. 14 minus 8 is 6. 1 minus 1 is 0, so 6 is our answer. Unit 17.5, subtracting 0 to 19 from numbers up to 25. Example A, 24 minus what number equals 10? Well, let's look at the ones column. 4 minus what number equals 0? We'd have to take 4 away to equal 0. 2 minus what number would equal 1? We'd have to take 1 away. So altogether, we're subtracting 14. Example B, 25 minus 16. Again, let's look at the ones position. You can't take 6 from 5. Let's go through our process of borrowing to make that 5 of 15. 15 minus 6 is 9. 1 minus 1 is 0, so the answer is 9.